In today's video, we're going to look at Argo Blockchain, our favorite crypto miner. I want to talk about the AGM that's coming up tomorrow. People are thinking maybe I'm perhaps being a bit bearish, some of the recent comments that I've made. I just want to get some clarity out there, the thought process that's going on in my mind right now. What is the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy or Sell. Of course, you're all well. Today's video is about Argo Blockchain. Now, the last time I covered Argo Blockchain was on the 7th of June, so you're talking 20 days ago now. And as you can see, if you scroll back here, it was a couple of weeks ago now, and you can see this is bad, more downside to come. And that was on the 7th of June. Let's just see how the stock has performed. We can see here it was 7th of June, and the stock has fell 26%. The prediction was correct. I'm not surprised that it's pulled back, and the reason it's pulled back is because I could tell from Bitcoin that it was going to pull back massively. We did say in that video Bitcoin's going to sit 20 grand. I've been saying Bitcoin's going to hit 20 grand for about 7 months. I've been putting it into some of the Argo Blockchain Facebook groups. There was a guy called Brian at the time. I don't think he speaks anymore because, well, that's enough said about that. So if you're watching, Brian, 20 grand, big lad, grim. We've actually reached 17.8 roughly. And I would still be in the camp of be careful with Bitcoin. Now, those who know the channel and watched all my other videos recently will know I bought, and especially the ones in the Discord. Shout out to the Discord, guys. Well done. You all know we've all bought around 20 grand, and we're riding it up as we stand. I think it's sitting at about 21,000 at the time we're recording. So there's a nice wee bounce there that's happening. But do I anticipate it potentially falling more? I do, and that is the first thing I want to talk about. Tomorrow at the AGM, I want clarity. Now, in the Discord group, we've been talking about when are we going to buy, when are we topping up, and those who don't know me and follow the Argo Blockchain videos will know that I haven't been buying anything since last year. I haven't bought a penny of Argo Blockchain, and that's not because I'm not bullish on it, it's not because I don't believe in it, it's because I can see that there's a downwards trend. Why try to catch falling daggers? So I don't do that, and I'm still holding my long hold. Yes, in hindsight, would it have been better to have sold when I was green and sold it down? Yes, but you can never time these things, and I'm a big believer in being passionate about stocks. I'm an investor because I want to invest in the company. I believe in the company. I want to show the company support. So that is really where I'm at with it. I want to show the company support, and I'm going to see them through thick and thin, but I need some clarity on what happens when we fall below 20 grand in terms of actually stabilizing. What happens if we do fall to the low teens in and around, say, 11, 12 grand? Because that's where I see worst case scenario on Bitcoin. So I need to know what Peter Wall's thoughts are if Bitcoin and crypto were to fall to that level. And we've been talking about this a lot. Obviously, it's one of our hot topics in the Discord. On the back of my last video, I just said, I just want the question answered. What happens if Argo's plans, if Bitcoin falls below 20 grand? If the reassurances are there, then it'll make me reconsider. So I is pretty much saying, I'm just going to hold off and wait. There's no point. Yes, it's lower, and it has risen quite a bit since then. We've got that bounce of 20 grand. All things that I kind of felt happen. That's why I bought Bitcoin, because I was like, well, I trust Bitcoin. Argo is a company. There's a difference. You're buying the asset with Bitcoin, but Argo is a company. They have the overheads, they have the debts, they have the pressure on them to pay wages and staff. And that's the thing, when you're investing, you understand you're buying a piece of this company, and you need to think about a company and what way it's working. So I'm also doing Amazon selling, but it's like anything at all. What way is it going to affect me? When I go to work every day, I'm thinking, how is the inflation, how is this war, how is recession, how is all this craziness going to affect my working arrangements? Am I going to have a job in 12 months' time? These are the things that I'm thinking about. So you've got to think about the same when you're investing in a company, because you're part of that company now. So I'm looking at Argo Blockchain, and I'm not saying that they're going to go bust. That's never been what I'm saying. But could they dilute? Could they have to raise more funds? Could they fall in harder times? Could Bitcoin fall down more? We've seen what happens when Bitcoin falls down more. Argo falls down more. Like all the miners, they're all falling down more because the main asset that they mine, the main asset that their company is built on, is falling down. So it's only right if a value of Bitcoin goes down, the company value goes down. So that's why I've been holding off. Now we've reached this sort of 20 grand mark. Now I'm really considering buying some, but I need reassurances from Peter Wall. And I can tell you, even if I get all the reassurances tomorrow that I need, I will certainly not be going balls deep A and B all in on Argo Blockchain at 20 grand Bitcoin levels. No. I'll be waiting for those lower levels. But I can tell you, if it goes down to around 12 grand, then, and if I get the reassurances, I will be going balls deep, everything all in on Argo Blockchain. And this is the perfect time. Right now, I'm sitting in around about 65% on both my ARBK and ARB positions, red as a baboon's arse, but I'm okay with that because I have let it fall since November. So I'm going to be at least doubling down on all those positions, bringing them into a more healthy balance of only 30% down. But considering the way the market is, most stocks down in the region of 70, 80%, I would be delighted with that, because I do feel that that would be the bottom for Argo Blockchain. I want to believe this is the case of the tortoise wins the race. Simple terms, I've always seen a future for Bitcoin, but I always seen a problem with Bitcoin. I always look at two sides. That's what we do on this channel. We always create balance. Look at the pros, look at the cons. That way we can make a more informed decision. The pros are with Bitcoin is that it's going to be the future, in my opinion, and the con is that it's high in energy. So what do you look to find? You look to find a sustainable miner. That's where Argo Blockchain fell on my desk. I did my due diligence and went, yep, I'm liking what they're doing. I'm balls deep in them. And for me, in my investing time with Argo Blockchain, as I've repeatedly said, although the share price hasn't reflected it, I feel that they have delivered on the fundamentals and continue to grow this company. So I am delighted with the progress of Argo Blockchain, but I'm a bit nervous about the Bitcoin prices, so we'll see. One of the new members of the Discord put in this, shout out to you, my man. And this is a Jaran Mulrud. He's obviously very, very bullish on Bitcoin and mining, and what he has done is he's analyzed all the miners. 2 years ago, whenever I invested, I did look at the likes of Hot 8, Bitfarms, Marathon, Core, Riot. I don't think I looked at the rest of them, but that was the ones that I looked at, and I was comparing it all up and I went, no, for me, it's Argo Blockchain. Again, perhaps not the leader, not doing the best at the time, but that wasn't what I was investing in. I was investing in stuff that's going to be the best in 2030. First thing you're going to look at is the cost of production. If we fall in hard times, energy prices going up, who has the lowest costs? And you can see here, it is Argo Blockchain in second place. Stronghold and Argo have the lowest direct Bitcoin production costs, while the Bitfarms and Heart 8 have the highest. Cash is king in a bear market. We've been covering that on the channel, saying that cash is king, keep your cash pile heavy. And why is cash king? It's because the miners with the most substantial operating cash flows are the best positioned to pay upcoming expenses such as machine deliveries and debt repayments. That is my big concern, and that is where I need clarity. Again, we've been covering this for the last 6 weeks. I think Argo Blockchain made a statement prior, or Peter Wall on one of the calls. I had this notion that he said 20 grand Bitcoin levels was sustainable. Anything below that could become difficult in terms of raising more funds. The cash outflows are also important. Some of these companies have hundreds of millions in remaining machines payments in 2022. Marathon has the most, and Argo is the least amount, so they're in a good position there. The chart shows that the remaining machine payments in 2022 relative to the current operating cash flow, again, Argo being the lowest. It doesn't look good for Marathon, not that this video is about, but Marathon looked really overextended. Think about the dot-com bubble. There was a lot of great growth, IT techs, future gaming changing companies. So many of them went bust that were never seen again. This is kind of what I'm thinking. This is kind of where I'm going. Well, look at the new hot thing that's going. It's NFTs, crypto miners. We've seen a lot of companies go bust, Luna, crypto coins disappearing. I think this will be, and I've said this in one of my other videos only a matter of a week ago, I was saying, look at the top 20 market cap coins. I dare say half of them will not be in existence in the next sort of 24 months. That's where I see this huge crash, bubble, and only the best will survive. And again, the reason why I am balls deep in the likes of Ethereum and Bitcoin especially, they're the only two that I'm really in. I've got maybe a small, like Jesus, 0.01% in the likes of Zcash and these other wee ones that I'm in just because why not. Mostly I am in the best in class because the best in class will stand out against the rest. It's so risky. There's no need to be playing about with these alternative coins. Debt to relative equity, Argo doing reasonably well. I mean, it's not doing as worse as the rest of them. It's doing pretty damn good. So again, slap bang in the middle, we're okay with that. And this is what he's saying, this is what I've been saying as well. Most of these companies are struggling and some will get into liquidity squeeze and force them to liquidate parts of their assets. In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity, as the best capitalized miners can buy the struggling miners' assets cheaply. So that is maybe where we will struggle. They don't have a lot of cash on the hip. That is the downside with Argo Blockchain, but the other side of things is if they have enough money to be able to sustain what they're doing and not hurt their growth plans, then I have no reason why we can't do well. You see here, I believe Argo Blockchain is currently the Bitcoin miner in the best financial condition. Argo has a strong balance sheet with little debt and the strong operating cash flows relative to the upcoming machine payments. Argo also has the second lowest direct Bitcoin production cost. So I recommend everyone going on. You can actually read the proper detailed article there, but that is my thoughts on it as well. I just wanted to bring that. So tomorrow I'm looking to find out what happens if Bitcoin falls below 20, what happens if it falls to 12, and I am there, and you can see here, Danny Damien, reminder, your Q&A starts post AGM, and that'll be at 4 p.m. UK time. My ears will be open and my eyes will be open tomorrow massively, and we'll see what way we go. But the thing is, this is such a long hold. I don't think the next bull run of Bitcoin is going to happen until 2024. So there's no need to panic, no need to rush either. I would rather miss a 10-15% jump in Argo's price than do the opposite, buy on the dream and find out there's bad news to come, because as we always say on the channel, if the stock falls 50%, you need it to go up 100%. So you'd rather miss a bit of a rise than take a drop. So that's my thoughts. Hope you have found it informative. If you have, please like, subscribe, help me grow the channel. I will catch you on the follow-up video after we digest the whole AGM. Of course, my Discord members will be getting all that information first. Please feel free to sign up to the Discord, and if you want to learn how to trade, because there's great trading opportunities. I mean, just because this is sunk like a stone doesn't mean it hasn't went up. There's 22% since the 17th of June to the 28th of June. You could be just swinging in and out of these things. So there's plenty of things to be learning as always. And if you're interested in watching more videos, check out this. This is the video where I talk about climate positive. This is the reason why I went balls deep in Argo Blockchain. So if you're new to Argo Blockchain, definitely check out this video, because this is going to be the reason why they make it above the rest. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.